Hi, guys, and welcome back to Speaking Spiritually. We are your hosts. I'm Amy, and this is
Felix Lee.
Felix Lee Lerma is a renowned psychic medium with over 100 five-star reviews on Yelp. He also has a year-long waiting list for individual readings. He does group readings. He reads celebrities. He reads everyday people. He does it for his profession. And today we're going to get into episode 3, and it's about pets. I know everybody's excited, and we have something very exciting for our viewers today, which is a live reading where we're going to bring people in who have lost a pet, and Felix is going to try to connect with them. So I'm very excited for that. Before we bring them in, though, Felix, I just want to ask a few questions about pets
Sure.
and their passing. So, while pets are here, can they sense and see spirits?
Absolutely, yes. Dogs, cats, horses, animals, any animal you've ever owned or loved can sense spirits, can sense energy.
Oh, wow.
Not just spirits, but the energy of people.
Oh, that's why, like, if a dog.
Oh, yeah. That's
No,
why
okay.
my dog, when my step-grandfather would come over, my step-grandfather was a big game hunter. And so when he would come over, my dog would just go at him and just bite at his leg. Never did that to anyone else. So, yeah, he could tell, hey, this person, my grandfather hunted deer and would use it for food, and it would feed the whole family.
So he was a good person. So it's not like he was bad people.
My grandfather's a good person. It's just that my dog can sense, and dogs can sense, what people do with their time and their energy. So, yeah, apparently my dog was not having my grandfather who was the hunter.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. So, and then after a pet passes, do they come in to visit you? Do they leave signs at your home? Do they send animals like bumblebees and things like that?
They can send all kinds of signs, just as spirits, people do. It all depends on the person and, your belief system. Even if you didn't believe in it, after your loved one passes, they will still find ways to let you know that they're okay, especially if you're suffering.
So what's like a sign maybe?
Well, just like with people, I find that there's really no difference between the soul of a dog, an animal, and a person, because it's just the love that we had for them. It doesn't matter if they were four-legged creatures or.
Right. So when pets pass over to the other side, are they alone? Are they with their siblings? Are they just with other packs of animals?
So oftentimes the pets that I bring through will show me other pets that are with them. Okay. They'll show me the person I'm reading for, their loved ones, their aunts, uncles, grandfathers, grandmothers. So the idea behind being together is something we all need here, but it's not a necessity over there. In other words, they are together.
They are, okay.
But we have the need to know that they're all together, right? But it's almost like I always say, we're all independent spirits, and we choose to be around whoever we want to be around. And if your loved one here was close to you, they're close to you in spirit. And so, yes, they all come in together.
Okay, I love that. Aw.
Nobody's alone.
Well, that just gets me really excited to get into our live reading. So I'm excited to see this animal come through if they do.
And you know what? I always tell people, I don't know who's going to show up.
So it might be more than just one pet. It might be spirits of other people.
We'll see.
Okay. We'll see. All right, exciting. Let's get it going.
So we're here with Claudia and Pablo, and I'm going to do a reading for them. And I don't think I've ever met you before, Pablo. And you say I met you a long time ago or a while ago?
I've seen you a couple of times.
Yeah, yes. Okay. So again, I don't remember anything about anybody. So it's going to be like the first time I'm speaking to you. Let's start with your full name. This is what I usually do. I get your full name. We won't need your last name for this one, but I get your name and then your birthday, kind of tune into you. I use numerology to kind of tune into my clients to see like what's going on with them. So what's your birthday, Claudia?
12/27/80.
All right. So 12/27. And we take this year's birthday and add up the numbers. So 1 + 2 is 3, + 2 is 5, + 7 is 12, + 2 is 14, + 2 is 16, + 4, and we get 20. And then so that puts you into a 2. 2 is a year of taking things in, learning, absorbing. 2s can be a little bit challenging, and oftentimes you might question a lot of things of faith or question things about like, okay, I know what I believe, but like you're going through some transformation. So last year was a new beginning year for you. So a lot of new things in the last 2 years around you. And so Pablo, may I have your birthday, please?
Yeah, 11/10/79.
Okay, so 11/10/2024. We add up 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 4 is 11. So 11, interestingly enough, is a master year number. It's the only year in numerology that we recognize as a double digit. It's the only year in personal year numbers that you recognize. So interestingly, you both are in a 2. So his is 11 that turns into 2, and you're in a 2. So you guys are both on the same page. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. New energy. Again, learning, absorbing. It's about, I feel like, is this kind of new for you? You've not had readings before?
I've never had a reading.
Yeah, because it feels like this is new to you.
Yeah, quite new.
And but you dream.
Mm.
And in the dream state comes the spirit people or spirit energies. So that's the easiest way for our loved ones, both people and animals, can come through. And so both of you, 2, what else? Okay, so no, when I was preparing for this reading, I was kind of putting on my shirt and putting the microphone on myself. And then I kept hearing Lobo. Now, Lobo, it means wolf in Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there was I know there's an animal that passed, but I don't know exactly whose animal this is at first. But I feel like there's 2 animals. I have a larger dog and I have a smaller dog. And there's something interesting about, well, is it medium-sized dog? I see a medium-sized dog, but is there a dog with a pointy nose? Or I for some reason, keep seeing this like visual of a wolf.
Huh.
Or like a...
When I was quite younger, I did have a Doberman Pinscher. So that's like on a long...
Yeah, a long nose.
Snout.
Okay, so this dog is the first one that I'm seeing. And it feels to me like, I feel like this was your baby.
We were quite close.
You were very close, and this dog's been with you through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like, and I don't know, is it a male dog? Because it feels masculine to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it matters, but energy is what I pick up. And even after this dog passed, it's like this dog had 9 lives. I don't know. I feel like he almost got hit, or he got hit and then he lived.
He did get injured a couple times when we were running. He tripped on a tennis court net and got injured, and then he did some struggling, and then he had some.
So animals
getting older.
Definitely go to the other side. They're loved ones. They are our loved ones that help us and guide us here on this earth. Animals aren't afraid of dying. They don't contemplate it. They just do it. And so we oftentimes project our fears onto our animals, but there's no fear. And I am aware of, it's kind of funny. I see this like little dog on a big leash, and it's kind of, I don't know if I'm trying to figure out if this is a visual of the actual dog, or if there's something funny about the dog being big and having a little bark, or dog being little having a big bark. I get this feel, this like difference of size.
Yeah. Well, Carter was about
Small.
80 pounds.
Okay, so medium dog.
Yeah, but he like couldn't really bark. He didn't have like the vocal cords.
Did he have issues with his nose, or like problems with his sinuses?
Yeah, he had like impacted teeth. He had a very short snout. It was like very...
Okay, I keep hearing like he had issues with his breathing, and
he was always like...
making that sound. Yeah. Like a bulldog almost.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a feeling. Was this a bulldog?
Yeah, American Bulldog.
Oh, okay.
And boxer.
I'm not familiar with a lot of dogs. I just get the energy of it. So I love dogs, but I'm terrible when it comes to the types and kinds. But I feel the energy of this one, and I feel it's funny. Did you like dress them up in both male or female, or put on cute things? Like I keep seeing like pretty stuff, and then it's also boy stuff. So like, was this a male dog?
Male dog.
Okay, did you put like flowers on him, or he's showing me these pink things photos of him?
Yeah.
He had a pink for Easter.
Okay.
He had like a little pink headband with like bunny ears.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like
pink bunny ears.
Yeah.
he didn't care. It's not like we say, oh, blue's for boys and pink is for girls. He didn't care, but he's showing me this funny, like, both roles, feminine, masculine. And I keep seeing milk. I don't know if you guys gave him milk and he loved it, but I don't know. He got milk once. I don't know, but I don't think dogs are supposed to drink. Those kind of dogs don't drink milk.
He
But
loves dairy and he loves whipped cream.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Cheese.
It's like white
He's
dairy.
obsessed with dairy.
And it's like I see it on his mouth, and I just feel.
Yeah.
Did one of you
Puppuccinos from Starbucks?
Puppuccinos is a thing.
Yeah, it's just
cool.
It's like whipped cream in a cup, and then you feed it to him. And then also in his last days, we went to the frozen yogurt shop every night. Okay,
because I'm getting dairy. I feel like milky, or so that would be his way. He's given me these thoughts, these visuals.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he was so spoiled, and it was like, this was your baby. Now, who's the little girl or the young girl that was playing with him a lot?
Could have been
that a niece?
Sky or niece.
Yeah, because I keep feeling like she really misses him too. And also, I don't know where this name is coming from. I have a B name. I don't know if this is another dog's name that's alive, like Brutus or Bear, or there's a B name. It's not your dog's name, but I feel like there's a B dog. And just keep this in mind. It doesn't have to make sense now, but I'm hearing this like BR name, like Brutus or Brody, or a name that sounds like that. So, and if you don't make sense, that's okay. Just remember that I'm bringing it up.
I know. River passed away a number of years ago, and River, her human is Brianna. I don't know if there's
Brianna. That's the person. Okay, it could be. I feel like your dog's got a lot of dogs with them. And then I'm seeing ashes. I see. I don't know if it was a box and a box of ashes is what he's showing me, and he's showing me like, oh, mom and dad put a little altar for me. They make a little altar for me. Do you understand that?
We have a whole.
It's like the Holy Mary, Mother, everything. There's candles, or there will be candles if there's not. But I just feel like he's there, and he wants you to know, Pablo, that you did everything you could for him, and he hated going to the doctor. He's showing me the vet. He would fight. He knew. Was he like under 9? Under the age of 9? No. He was older? Mm-hmm. Wow, because he's showing me 9 years of age. He almost died. And he's making me feel like he lived longer than that. Those were extra years you had with him. Because he's telling me that he ate something, and I almost feel like it was, I don't know if it was a bone, it got stuck in his stomach, or...
He had really bad pancreatitis. He had gastrointestinal issues his whole life.
Okay, so then I'm touching the area of what would be for me and my pancreas. And so he's kind of giving me this information, but I'm telling you, your baby is so happy. And he's showing me pictures of rainbows. What's the rainbow connection?
I mean, we definitely like a lot of color. We are very colorful people. We have a lot of color in our wardrobe. He always had very colorful outfit, like items on, a lot of oranges, a lot of pinks and teals. There was always a lot of color in our life.
He's showing me a birthday photo. I keep seeing him in front of this, like, I don't know if it's a cake or if this is a fake thing, but it looks like a birthday.
We took a picture of him in front of...
It's a happy birthday sign. It wasn't there rainbows on it?
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Because it's like, there's something about the birthday that is connected to the rainbows.
It's a happy birthday sign with rainbows on it. Yeah.
So, his energy...
that happened right before he passed away. Yeah. We were at our friend's little boy's birthday party, and they had that set up for him. And we took a little photo shoot with him in front of it.
Wow. So just know, when you're at that altar, he's there. He can see you, and you might actually smell him. That's a sign that he's around. It's just like a woof of, like, he's here. And so oftentimes that happens. I have to share with you, when my Pekingese passed when I was 21 years old, this is a long time ago. That was in 1993, 94, or around that time. And he actually came to me, like, 7 years ago here in my apartment in San Francisco, 20 some years later. And it was so real. I was waking up, but I couldn't move my body. And I could hear him sniffing. And I could just see the part of him like in my head, like I wish I could just touch him because he's right there. And he licked my face and I woke up. And so that is a vision. That's a visit. And that is, I feel like he's going to do something like this for one of you or both of you. How long ago did he cross over?
June 15th of last year.
So not very long. Wow. So you wonder, like, who's taking care of him? He doesn't need to be taken care for, but he's running around over there with a lot of other dogs. And then I have an MA name. Max. Who is this?
He had a really good friend named Max.
Max. He keeps showing me the name Max. MAX. So he had a friend. Is it a fellow dog?
Friend.
Okay, yeah. He's bringing up Max to me. He's putting that in front of me. Like Max is still here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Max misses him, he says.
Oh my gosh. I haven't talked to them in like a couple of years, and Max's mom just reached out to me yesterday.
There's a reason for that.
So
your dog, I'm telling you, your dog is your baby. He's an old soul. He feels like he's 90 years old. You ever feel that? You look at him, he's like, hey, buddy, thanks for being here for so long. Like, you're here for us. You can tell. He stayed here for you guys. You kept asking, please don't take him yet. Please don't take him yet. And then he would have longer. Please don't take him yet. And then he would have longer. He stuck around as long as he could. And, you know, it's normal to think, could we have done something different? Could we have done this? Could we have fed him that? He's showing me you fed him really well. He ate vegetables.
Yep.
And if he didn't give them to him, he found them.
Yep.
Like, that was him.
We had very nice meals for him with lots of fresh vegetables and raw meat in it.
Yeah,
it was like
I
a very
keep seeing
balanced
vegetables.
Diet. Yeah.
Wow. He's eating better than I am. No, he's showing me, what is that? I get a feel, so I have to sort of like look around, like, what is this he's trying to convey to me? Did you guys want to go to the ocean? He's taking me. It's like he liked the water but didn't. It's like you didn't know what day he was going to not like the water or what day he was going to like the water.
Yeah.
You understand that? It's like almost like bipolar when it came to the water. Like, nope, not today. I don't feel like getting wet. And then all of a sudden, like, I just want to jump in it.
Yeah. He would want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Only the sand. Never got in the water.
Okay.
Ever. And one time in Alameda, he did sort of, toward the later in life, he did actually lay down
in the water,
in the very flat
shower,
water, and lay down, and it was really beautiful.
And that's like that's his way to let you know, hey, I could do this if I wanted to. And he wanted to give those memories to you. And Pablo, I feel like he opened your heart more. Not that your heart was closed, not at all, but I feel like he opened you up more.
Yeah, he did a lot. He really helped me just see how to like connect with people and see different people, and was just like, I don't know, a very kind soul who everyone recognized as an old soul, and like everyone wanted to meet him. And
did you brush his teeth? He keeps showing me that he didn't. There's some teeth that stick out.
There's little tiny
ones.
Yeah.
He had tiny little teeth.
And he was like, I don't know, he was like brushing his up against something. You're just looking at him like, what is he doing?
He had a little bone.
Cute.
He had a bone that he would chew on.
Oh.
But yeah,
I love this dog already.
He was a huge dog with tiny little baby teeth. It was like a little jack-o'-lantern. So cute.
So I understand you guys brought a photo. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it yet. You can show me. Oh, yeah.
Oh. See his little baby jack-o'-lantern
Yes,
teeth?
the little teeth. That's really cool. You can show the camera. You know, people who don't have dogs don't understand that these are unconditional love babies.
We loved him so much.
And he communicated to you through thoughts in his eyes. You could look at him and he would send you like thoughts.
Absolutely. His face, his eyes were so expressive. His eyebrows were so expressive. It was amazing. Like I felt like we were very in tune with each other.
Yeah, you could really communicate with him pretty easily. He knew, and just by looking at you, I would like to go outside. I would like to go inside. I would like to give some food. It was very easy to communicate with him.
And I want you to know that because of that, he's very powerful now on the other side and is able to really show me all these things. Not all dogs that I bring through, and I've been doing this for 25 years, not all dogs can give me these kind of details. So I just want you to know it's a special thing today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Sure. Asking Carter. They're going to be signs that you've never thought of before. That's the first thing that he sent me, like very obscure. Nothing that we've talked about on how Spirit shows us signs. So that's going to be one thing that he's not telling me. But then I'm asking him if he can show me at least one thing. He showed me a balloon, like being released, or that's interesting. We haven't heard a dog around here at all. So the dog just barked. But something about a balloon you're going to find or see, or it's going to be like out of nowhere in the form of a balloon.
Okay.
It might be a little girl. Yeah, that dog just barked. Oh, all day today it was like that. And yeah. So do you have any questions you guys want to ask? You can ask me questions. We can try answer.
No, I just want to make sure, like, that he felt like that he knew. Did he know that he was number one for us?
Absolutely. Out of the gates, the first thing he showed me was you loved him and spoiled him rotten. So yes.
Yeah. I mean, I just want him to know that I miss him every day.
Oh, he knows. He knows. There's like a spot in the front seat you have for him. Like when you're driving your car, you like visualize him sitting there.
I do. I see him in the seat when I look.
And you're like, "Hey, buddy, I love you. I miss you." You talk to him. He hears you
all the time. We have his bed. His bed is next to.
Did he stick his head out the window?
Like he tried to.
He tried to. Yeah, he wanted to. Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't.
Did he not? Sorry, go ahead.
I just felt like he was like. We would always joke. We'd be like, "Oh, he's a real boy." You're like Pinocchio. He's a real boy. Mm-hmm. Like he felt so human to us. He just felt like it was three of us. There was like three people in the room. You know, it
was his soul that you're feeling. And that soul knows the soul is connected to your soul. It's connected to all souls on the other side. And so these animals come in giving us and teaching us unconditional love. What they do.
That's what we had for him. It's like the love we had for him was so pure, so unconditional.
I'm also hearing the name Sophie or Sushi, or it's a name that sounds like that.
He had a friend. We have a friend named Hunter, and the dog's name is Sophie that we haven't seen in a very long time when we were in the...
Sophie is the dog's name.
Yeah, Sophie's the dog's name.
We're 2 for 2 with the... he's giving me the dog's names. It's kind of cool. But I feel like you're going to get a lot of different signs. And I always tell people, don't keep looking for signs. Let them happen. I know it's hard. We all like, oh, we're pulling. Like, oh, we want that. Let it come to you. It's more powerful. And just know that, there'll be a point in time where you won't need signs from him because you just know he's right there with you. But yeah, there are moments in time where he will come through at the exact moment you need, and it'll be like very moving for you.
Yeah. Is it possible that he would like reincarnate into someone or some other dog?
So what I've learned from my experience, I can only speak from my experience, is that there's no time on the other side. So 10 years for us is 10 minutes to them. Reincarnation is real. I believe in it, and I know we've all been here before. Mm-hmm. So I was once asked in an audience down in Los Angeles, my mom reincarnated, how can you connect with her? Because I was bringing her through. I got her name, and she says, that's not possible. I said, why not? She says, my mom reincarnated. I said, okay, well, let me ask them in front of 600 people. And they said, Felix, we are still accessible. We can still talk to you, and we can be in another reality, whether it be back on Earth again or in another dimension. We can still connect to you and communicate to you from where we are, from our perspective. So what I learned in that moment is that, yes, reincarnation is real, but it doesn't have to be back on this earth. But what I have found to be true is that the essence of your loved one is there with the other loved one. The essence can be felt. In other words, with a baby, the essence of a grandfather or grandmother can be felt because that baby came from where they are. So the same with your baby, your dog, can come through your new dog. Or a person, but can influence the behavior of your new dog. You'll say, well, that's something Carter would do. Yes, they do that.
Would an animal spirit ever be reincarnated into a human?
Now, that's a good question. I have yet to experience that. I'm not going to sit here and say no because I don't know. I believe that anything's possible. In my 25 years as a medium, I've seen a lot. I haven't seen that, but it's not to say that it couldn't be true. I often tell people, we have this limitation here on the earth plane, and they're in a place where there's no limitations. There's no time, there's no space. So that kind of opens the door for all of the above, for everything and anything. So absolutely.
Wonderful. Yeah,
I'm glad you could come here and experience this. Yeah. And it's interesting because I kind of asked the spirit people to stand back because you guys have loved ones that also probably want to talk, but they'll have to do that later. This is the dog episode, right? Yeah. So I kind of asked them, can you guys, and they said, okay, we'll do our best. I've never really done that before because usually I say thank you, spirit, to whoever comes through. Right. I never know who's going to show up. So, but your baby out of the gate.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We sat at his altar this morning and we held each other's hands and we talked to him. We told him, I can't wait to talk to you today, Carter. And we just let him know,
beautiful,
that we were coming to see him, coming to talk to him.
Yeah, he's with us all the time.
He's with you all the time. Absolutely.
Thank you,
cool.
guys. That was
Thank you. Yeah.